Okay, well, welcome everyone. My name is Kevin Moeller. Excited to share some of this information with you to help you go build your business faster and better than ever before using the OG Pulse app. This app is loaded with every resource you can think of that you're going to need to go out there and build your business and to be able to duplicate and be able to teach other people what you're doing that works so well. I know from personal experience, being in this profession now for 15 years. When I was introduced to this technology, I embraced it. We taught it to our team. We absolutely exploded. We duplicated faster than ever. We broke recruiting records with a $4 billion company. And I love this technology. I use it every single day. And today specifically, we're going to talk about the long tail strategy. What are some strategies that you can use that keep people engaged? A lot of times we may prospect somebody, maybe it's the right person, but not the right time. And so months can go by. And the cool thing is that months can go by where you have automatic drip campaigns that are communicating with people. And when they actually engage with content, when they click on a link, you're notified so you can follow up with those people. It's an incredible strategy. And we're going to talk about it today. But if you have not gotten the app, the OG Pulse app, there's a link at the bottom of the slide that you're looking at right now. And you can go directly, or you can just go to the App Store or the Google Play Store or the Android Play Store, wherever you use whatever Android or Apple device that you use, and you can do a search for the OG Pulse app, and you can get access to it. By the way, a trial is only $1 for a month, and then after that, it's literally 50 cents, less than 50 cents a day, $14.95 a month. Has all the technology, all the tools, including the one we're going to go over today, right there at your fingertips. And so the challenge is, how do we keep in touch with prospects long term who may not be ready to get started in our business, or prospects who may not be ready to engage with our product yet? How do we keep in touch with them? How do you know who deserves your follow-up time? You can't follow up with everybody. If you're making new exposures every single day, which you should be doing, in addition to the daily exposures that you've already done, and you have weeks, months, quarters, and years that go by, you're gonna have way too many people in your database for you to be able to follow up with everybody. And not everybody deserves your time. But those that are willing to engage with you, those that are willing to look at information, they deserve your follow-up time, because those are most likely to get on your product or to join as a new distributor partner. So most email campaigns in the world of email marketing, you probably know this, they have extremely poor opt-in rates. One thing I love about this technology is we have extremely high opt-in rates. So instead of the typical 3%, we're over 30% in engagements and people actually opting into campaigns. I'm going to teach you today how to get that number much higher. Mine is over 90%. I'm going to teach you how to do that in the next few minutes. But also deliverability rates. A lot of times emails go to someone's spam folder. Well, if it goes to their spam, they're not going to see it. They're not going to open it. And you might as well not even send an email. Well, with us, we have over a 99% rate of deliverability going into your prospect's inbox. It's 99.7%. So it's almost 100% that we can guarantee that these emails are going to go directly to your prospect. And so one thing also about campaigns is that when we see a campaign from a company, you and I, a lot of times we just don't pay a whole lot of attention to that because it just looks like a generic email sent to everybody. What I love about what we do with OG Pulse is you have the ability to get an email, or excuse me, your prospects have the ability to get an email directly from you. So it looks like you literally went to your computer, typed up an email and hit send. It's from your email address. When they reply, it comes to your email address. It's a direct email from you, and you have full control of that. And you can tell who's opening up those emails. And so if it's the right person but the wrong time, this drip campaign is awesome. One of the things you do not want to do is you don't want to just blanket add anybody to this campaign. You want to make sure that you have a conversation, a real conversation with a real prospect, and ask them if you can communicate with them via email, and then opt them in to the campaign if they say yes. That's going to make your numbers go through the roof, because if you spam people and you just add people to the database and your delivery, your open rates are horrible because people don't even know you're going to be emailing them and people are clicking that you're spamming them, then this feature will actually turn off for you automatically. That's how we protect the software to make it so powerful for people like you and I to use, is because we protect it. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're doing this the right way for two reasons. One, because you don't want to lose access to campaigns, but number two is you don't want to waste your time. If you throw 1,000 people in the campaign and you're just spamming people, you're going to have horrible results. You're not going to grow your business like that. But if you have real, authentic conversations with prospects and say, hey, is it okay if I email you from time to time interesting things that I find and keep you in the loop? and they say yes, your deliverability rates are going to go up, your results are going to go up, and you won't lose access to the campaign feature. So it's extremely powerful. There is a method behind the madness. And the cool thing is all of these are pre-written for you. So you don't have to wonder what to say to a prospect. The leaders that you work with in OrganoGold have given us the content to be able to say what we need to say to get people interested in your products and interested in your business. So it couldn't go any better than what we have right here. You're not left alone trying to figure this out by yourself. So with that being said, let me go ahead and share my phone screen with you, and I will show you a demonstration of how to use these campaigns powerfully. Okay, so here we go. Yes. All right, so now you can see my phone screen. This is the OG Pulse app. Again, if you don't have this, make sure you download it today. You can trial it 30 days for $1. After that, it's literally less than 50 cents a day, and you have access to it. So the campaigns, it's pretty simple right here on what I call the home screen of your OG Pulse app. When you log in, this is what you're going to see. You see the little button that says campaigns. Let's first go ahead and look at your particular campaigns that you have access to. We have the BU products campaigns, beverage campaigns, cognition campaigns, OGX campaign, opportunity, and Travala by Organo. These are all different campaigns that you can assign somebody based on that prospect and what you want to share with them, what kind of information you're wanting to share. Do they lean more towards the products, or do they lean more towards making extra income? Well, that's up for you to decide. And this puts the power in the palm of your hand so that you can stay in touch with them. So in this example, let's just look at the beverages campaigns. Let's click the little bubble for that. This is a list of all the emails they're going to get for the next 50 days. They're going to get all these different emails from me. The initial one, day 1, day 8, 15, 22, 29, 36, 43, and day 50. They're going to get an automatic email from me. It looks like I went to my computer and typed it up. It's got great pre-written messages already in there and calls to action. So if they take action, my phone is going to alert me and let me know that someone has actually watched the video, looked at a link, clicked on a button, opened the email, telling me who I should be spending my time prospecting and following up with, which is awesome. But one thing I want to point out here is that you can actually take a look so you know what your prospects are going to be receiving. So if you click right here on the opt-in email at the top, I'm going to click on it. It opens up the preview so you can see what your prospect's going to receive. And I want you to pay attention to this first email. It's the most important one. And this is the one where they have to opt in order to get the rest of the emails from you. If they don't opt in, they won't receive them. And you want this to be a high number. I'm going to teach you how I do it in 1 second. But look at this. It says, "Hi, prospect's first name. It's great to connect with you. Can you please click here to confirm your email address and interest? Then I'll send the information about our coffees and beverages right over. Thanks. Your name, first and last, your email address, and your phone number." Automatically added. It looks beautiful every single time. So what I like to do, remember I told you earlier, our opt-in rates are over 30% as a company, but my personal ones are over 90%. How do I do that? Well, it's very simple. If I meet you and I'm following up with you, and maybe it's just, haven't joined the team. We've done everything possible. We've overcome objections. We've done a 3-way call, and we've invited you to a live webinar, and it's just not the right time for you. It's just a busy season of life. Well, now is a great time for me to add you to an email campaign. So let's just say I have a conversation with you about our beverages, and I say, "Hey, listen, I know right now is not the right time, but do you mind if I stay in touch with you via email? And just, every once in a while, if I think about something, I can send it your way." And you say, "Sure, that's no problem." I say, "Great." So I get your contact information into the app. I'll show you that in just a second. And I can assign you to this campaign. And what I tell you right there on the spot, while I'm on the conversation, I say, "Hey, do me a favor, check your email real quick. You should have just got an email from me. Click the link in the email just to verify I have the right email address for you so I can stay in touch." So I literally get the prospect to do it while I'm in front of them, or while I'm on the phone with them, or while I'm on the Zoom with them, or however I'm talking to them. That's the reason why I get so many people into campaigns. It's an easy tactic for you to use. And all of a sudden, you're going to have all these people getting follow-up emails from you. And again, when they open up any of these emails, let's just look at day 8. Let's say it's been 8 days later. So it's been a week. They open up this email. And it says, "Hey, I thought I'd follow up on my last email with a great infographic about the many benefits of black coffee, whether you drink coffee or not. Here's why it's good for you and your body. Click on the link below to discover some of its amazing benefits." 8 days after I've had somebody opt into this campaign, if I'm busy doing whatever, maybe I'm at work, maybe I'm with a prospect, maybe I'm with my family, you name it. If they click on this link to look at the amazing benefits of black coffee, the OG Pulse app is going to let me know that I need to follow up with that prospect. How powerful is that to build your business? How powerful is that for your team to have access to that? It's extremely, extremely powerful. So how do you get an actual contact opted into this campaign? I showed you what they look like, but how do you get somebody in it? Well, it's pretty simple. Let's go here to Micah. Okay, so Micah is in my contacts, right? So if I go to contacts, I click on Micah, I can go here to where it says active campaign not assigned. I can click change and I can choose which campaign I want to assign him. It's as simple as that. You click assign and it's automatically done on your behalf. They're getting emails. Please remember that first email. It's the most important. Talk to your prospect. Say, hey, check your email. Make sure I sent it to the right email address by clicking the link in the email I just sent you. If you don't see the email, please let me know, because I may have your email address wrong. So that's what you want to do. Again, the last thing I want to share with you is that when you add somebody as a contact, okay? So if I click the add contact button and it asks me for their first name and their last name, let's just put testing, and email@email.com. Okay, so if I do this and I add them as a contact, it's going to ask me if I want to automatically assign them to a campaign. You see that? I want to discourage you from adding them to a campaign until you've had the discussion that you're going to send them an email. It's the most important thing that you can do. So once again, when you add them as a contact, don't just automatically assign them to a campaign unless you've asked the prospect, hey, do you mind if I communicate with you via email? And hey, I just sent you one. Take a look at the first email I sent you. Click the link to verify I got the right email address for you. That's the best thing that you can do in building your business when it comes to campaigns. Okay. So with that being said, I do want to point out to you that next week, what we're going to talk about is how to use data to build your business. Like, what is it that you can do? What numbers can you improve? Building this business is so important because there are numbers that you can change and there are numbers that you can't change. And if you understand what data you're looking at, you can literally look at your business through a different set of eyes. You can compare yourself to peers and company averages to know where do you stand and what can you do to be better? What can you do to get your engagement rates up? What can you do to get your prospecting rates up? That's what's going to build your business and your income faster than ever using the OG Pulse app. So with that being said, same time, same place next week. We look forward to having that discussion with you and training you how to build your business bigger, faster, better, and with more duplication than you ever have before. Next week, specifically talking about data. So with that being said, guys, if you have any particular questions, you can chime in on the chat. Or Christelle, if you have any questions for me, I'd be glad to answer any questions that you may have.
No question. I just want to say thank you, because highly efficient, high energy, and I really love the way you train. So just thank you. No question. Very clear.